About to hit her with a stick, send me one hit, poured it up, I took a sip. Gin and juice, I'm lit. Hope I don't slip and trip on your bitch off my tip, oops.
Welcome back, you guys. So I'm going to do an inspired face paint art based off of this Frankie Liquid Horror Lipstick. Starting off with the wolf face art in green, I tried with this little brush and y'all, it wasn't working for me. So then I tried with a sponge and you know that really wasn't working for me either. So I decided to use this fluffy Real Techniques brush and just pile the makeup on using a swiping motion. You don't want to swipe down because that's how you cause creases. And yeah, I just keep layering and layering because you know I'm darker skin until I get the pigment that I want. If you guys have like those flat foundation brushes, that will work so much better than this did. This was beating up and it kept taking away the makeup because it was too fluffy. Taking my yellow wolf face paint, I'm going to go underneath my eyes, around my mouth, chin, and nose. And around my mouth and chin, I want to make like a pentagon shape so my face looks a little more cartoonish and elongated. And for all these, you just want to build it up until you get the color that you're happy with. So I'm going to take the brush with no added product and just blend out all the edges and add some to my forehead. Taking the green from my Arteza face palette, I'm going to start transition shade for where I'm going to put my contour, and I'm going to go around the temples, around my chin, and around my cheeks where the yellow stops. Taking the darker green from my Arteza palette, I'm going to actually start contouring everywhere where there's no yellow and there's no green. And then I'm going to take my brush with no added product and just blend it out, you guys. Adding more yellow to the spots where I felt like it got lost. Then I'm going to drag it down my neck and my chest, leaving space where I will apply dark blue later. Taking my dark blue wolf face paint, I'm going to really work it into my brush and then apply it to where I already put my contour before to deepen it up. Taking my wolf face paint in green, I'm going to blend out any harsh lines from contouring. Taking that small brush from earlier, I'm just going to outline only around the mouth. Going back into that Arteza green color, I'm going to go underneath the eyes and start darkening it up and dragging it down. But I still want to leave pieces of yellow showing. I don't want to fully cover all that work I just did before. Taking that dark blue, I'm going to outline around my chin area. So I'm going to start outlining how I want my nose to look. I want it to look wide at the bottom and thin on the bridge. So I'm taking that blue and I'm going to go underneath my nose where I want my nostrils to be. And I'm going to take from my brow bone all the way down to the side of my nose to make it look wider. Taking that same color underneath my eyes, I'm going to make a shadow for when I apply my lashes. So So you guys, at this point, I'm just copying whatever I see on the art from the lip paint. So that's the outer part of the eyes, and right on top of the lip, she has a little bit of darkness. Once again, taking that same color, I'm going to drag it onto my neck and chest wherever I did not put the yellow, which will create a shadow when I'm looking down. And now going into my Morphe palette, my old Morphe palette, I'm going to start filling in that dark blue color wherever I put the dark blue face paint before. And we're going to start creating our crease so we can do our eye. We're going to start taking that color and putting it in the temples and putting it on the cheekbones to make it really angular, because I have more of a round face and she has more of that bone structure. Taking that green face paint from Wolf Face Art, and we're going to put that all over our lid. And then right underneath that, we're going to put that white face paint. This is going to create our actual eye. So we want the green to be the shadow, the blue to be the crease, and the white to actually be her eye. So this is where my camera started to get out of focus, and I apologize for that, but I'm just setting all of that white with a white eyeshadow. I'm taking my felt tip black liner and I'm going to put it where the white ends and the green begins so we can create an upper lash line. You also want to do the same thing on the lower lash line where the white ends. And this is where it all went wrong. So I don't know what happened with my camera, but I'm completely out of focus, but I'm going to explain. I'm just doing a brow with that same black felt liner, and I'm doing more of a Tim Burton-esque Corpse Bride inspired sad looking brow, where it's more angled at the end of the brow and turned up towards the inner brow. So right now I'm outlining my lips, and I'm going to outline where I want the stitches to be on both sides of the mouth. And I'm doing light, tiny strokes around the mouth and where the stitches are. So you guys see how I use very light strokes to do this? I want it to look more like it's drawn on instead of such a harsh line. And I'm going to do the same technique to outline my nose. I want it to be like a cross between pop art and a hand-drawn, hand-painted look. So that's why I'm going in with a black liner and going so light so that it doesn't look super harsh and super dark. And I'm going to do the same thing underneath my eye to create faux lashes. Finally, time for the star of the show, the Frankenstein lipstick from the LA Splash Classic Horror Collection. I'm going to fill in my lips with. I'm going to take that lip color and go over everywhere around my lips where I put the black, including the stitches and the little tiny marks around my lip. Taking that black and going back in and deepening up on my lips and adding a little bit of a pout in the center. Taking my Arteza face paint in white, I'm going to highlight around my nose, around my lips, anywhere I feel like it needs highlight, and I'm doing this in a very light motion so it kind of looks more patchy. So one thing I wish I didn't do was put the white underneath my eye. I should have just put the white on the top lid and then put lashes on the top lid and close my eyes to have that white eye effect, because I underestimated how long my top lashes are, and when I close my eyes you can see them on top of the bottom lashes. Going in with my yellow face paint and a small brush, I'm going to add random yellow marks, kind of mimicking what I see on the lipstick bottle. And then I'm going to add lashes only onto the bottom lash and my wig, and then I'll be right back. So you guys, this is the final look. Did I nail it? Did I nail it? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching.